Oh boy, are we getting concerned in San Jose? The Sharks lose to the Utah Hockey Club 3-1. However, Macklin Celebrini gets hurt. We'll break it down. We'll show the footage and more. No, the season is not over.
Lies.
Right now on Teal Town After Dark. Shut up. And with that, we say good evening, everyone. It is October 1st, 2024, and oh boy. Yes, Sharks lose to the Utah Hockey Club, the team with no name, 3-1. Welcome to Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive Sharks post game. We do this after every game. If you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. If you're watching this on the replay, leave a comment down below and tell us how concerned you are. Follow us on the socials and make sure you hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Find everything for now at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, hit us up on Venmo at tealtownusa, or if you're watching live, in the super chat. Thank you very much for watching us. It is it's myself, Jules, and Ian.
Very briefly, I can't stay super late. It's late. I have to go to bed.
Yeah, I can't believe Ian's actually up at 12:30.
Well, the season's over, so I figured since this is the only show we're doing this season because the season's over, I figured I had to come on and get my shit in.
Ian canceled the season if you guys don't follow him on the X.
I know you didn't want to do a whole lot of After Darks, but you didn't have to cancel this season for
it's over.
I mean, he's friends with Mr. Gary Bettman, so it only made sense, you know.
I mean,
he is the Gary Bettman.
The game's never been better.
Gotcha.
Never mind. I'm
never been better. Hope and Celebrini is precautionary, but my anxiety is through the roof. You're not the only one, Steve Rector.
You should have heard our Discord.
Oh dear Lord. Inappropriate jokes flowing on that. Campanato really digging on Cagnoni's game, just like his style, if only he was bigger. Wow. He was a little bit taller.
He shows a baller. Wish I had a girl with a cadet collar.
I'm curious what Rosofsky says, because he might just say it's precautionary. Because the thing is, he took a shift after.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I don't think it's it's a super it's probably not super serious. I hope, but again, you never know if the thing with the way he went into the boards is if things start swelling and then and then you probably won't know anything until after. If there is swelling, again, I don't know anything. I'm not the media. I'm just a guy on YouTube
who screams at his.
Yeah.
So as you see there, it was like a stick tap. It made him get the tip of the skate, and he goes into the boards hard.
Sad.
Yeah. So it's Paul Medina already starting to be being lame for James.
Yeah.
I can't talk about the draft right now. I will actually get demolished, and I'm not going to. But I don't know.
It's very concerning, of course. We are looking forward to having one of the beat writers in the locker room. Hopefully we get an update from Ryan Warsofsky.
I feel like this is one of those things where it's going to be we'll let you know more tomorrow. Because again, it's depending on what actually got hurt, they're probably not going to know what it is until tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's generally how these things work, right?
Right.
I maybe Warsofsky's going to come out and say death is inevitable.
Oh,
yes. Maybe it's going to be a situation where they're going to come out and be okay, well, it's fine. We just didn't want, but I didn't think the play was super dirty though. It was just a normal hockey play that just kind of went wrong. It's just dumb. The NHL preseason is so long. Needlessly long, right? I know I'm not the only one saying this. many people are saying the NHL preseason is too long. And it is though. Like I want the games to start, because like again, like we can talk about some player performances and stuff, but like this is still a glorified fucking scrimmage.
Do we want to read off the list of players who got injured this preseason?
Go
Let's
for
kick
it.
it off. I saw this tweet and sent it to Puck Guy because it was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
In no specific order: Panarin, Lindgren, Reinbacher, Line, Celebrini, Stützle, Shabbat, Kachuk, Doughty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And throwing Nylander
Order.
on one of the weirdest
And
plays
Nylander,
ever.
yeah.
I feel bad for Ottawa, right? Because like Ottawa is a team where it's like you think that they're gonna take a step sometime, and then but they're in preseason, they're in mid-season form because half their lineups out already.
That's just insane.
Yeah,
for that to happen.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah,
they need to shorten this shit. It just seems like so excessive though. Like it just. Oh no, where did Puck Guy go?
Puck Guy.
Come back.
Come back.
There you go.
Oh shit.
How do you...
Hello?
Puck Guy left. There he goes.
Puck Guy disappeared.
My audio is on the fritz here. Hang on. You
all right.
Keep going.
Okay.
I don't want to go.
Ian, Luca Cagnoni's the next Dan Boyle, right?
I like what Cagnoni's done. I know earlier I know there's a lot of talk, but like he could be on the opening roster. I thought for sure like he would be, like I kind of was hoping that he would be a guy who the team said, 1 second, I gotta put my dog outside.
You're good. It's Jules Solo. No, Luca Cagnoni, because I saw a few people talking about it. Luca Cagnoni looks good, and like he's not ready for the NHL. Like I wouldn't start him in the NHL, but he honestly might force his way into the NHL, if that makes sense. But like in my opinion, you don't start him in the NHL. That's just what I would do, but I'm not a GM. And yes, Eric has been placed on LTIR.
Oh,
we have placed Puck Guy on LTIR.
Yeah, so. Puck Guy's on LTIR. Anyway, so what I was trying to say was like coming into this preseason, like I thought the biggest question around Cagnoni would be whether he'd be on the Barracuda or go back to junior. I mean, there's a good chance that he could be on the opening roster just with the way things have gone.
Start him in the NHL. That's my concern. Like,
I think you can give him a couple of games though. Like, I don't think it would hurt. Like, I don't think he's
beating out. Like, what is so? It's Ruda, Wallman, CC, Ferraro. Mm-hmm. I guess that last pair. Who the fuck is on this team? Jesus Christ. Y'all, I'm tired. I don't remember. But I mean, Cagnoni Thompson could honestly be a pair come opening night.
I don't know, but like, I don't know if I'd go that far. But like,
I mean, whoever else is there. Benning.
Matt Benning's still
I forgot about. That's the guy I was forgetting. Benning, Cagnoni.
Yeah. So I think he's probably going to get a game. Now, is he going to stay in the NHL the whole time? I don't know. I mean, that's a huge jump to make for any player, especially on defense. Man, defense is hard, especially in the NHL.
Yeah.
So I mean, is he long for the world if he makes the team out of camp? I probably not, but I don't think that's the worst thing either. Again, like I think that he's a guy who's going to benefit. Like as long as they keep him in the pro loop, be it in the AHL or in the NHL. I mean, I think that, that would work out really well for him.
I will say the power play looks better.
It's going to be best for his game. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Again, it's so hard because again, like these guys it's a glorified exhibition game, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to see games that actually matter with something on the line so we can actually get an idea of what this is. Cause it's so, there's definitely performances that I'm definitely been impressed with in the preseason so far. But again, like, some of these guys are just sleepwalking. I think, like Semcast in the chat saying, "What's up with Wenberg? He looks gassed. Is he sick?" I don't know. I think it's just preseason. I think that roster guys just kind of sleepwalk through the preseason. They're like Wenberg's not competing for a spot. The spot is his. Right?
Especially with no Couture or
Yeah, like
or
with
now
with-
Celebrini. I mean,
right, like the spot is his. He's not like, it's not like he was ever. He's a guy who's like, oh, maybe he's gonna start the year on the Barracuda. That was never in the cards. Like, he's on the team, and I just think guys like that kind of coasted the preseason, and it's not like it's just like a something that's specific to Wenberg or specific to the Sharks. I mean, and a lot of this, that's the thing that drives me kind of crazy about the preseason, is it's so long and none of it's that great. Like like there's been some good games so far. Like, I don't want to say it's been complete, gong show for like just bad hockey. But again, like some of these teams play 8 preseason games. What are we doing?
Zetterlund was asked if, sorry, this is kind of off topic. Zetterlund, it's kind of a funny quote to lighten up the mood. Zetterlund was asked if he's finding his legs this preseason, and he's said, yeah, I've had them my whole life.
Yeah, how do you lose your legs?
Anyways, just to lighten up the mood. Still no update on Celebrini, so we will be refreshing the Twitter, or sorry, the X. Sorry, Elon.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck that guy.
I
don't know, man.
So while I was gone, and obviously I don't know why I'm doing this, because my mic's decided to take a shit right now, so that's great. Did you two recap the game at all?
We talked about Luca Cagnoni and how he's the next Dan Boyle.
And I put my dog out.
And Ian put his dog out.
Oh wow!
I was left solo.
Yeah, it was epic.
It was epic.
Yes. If you want more Jules Honor solo, don't worry. Coming this December,
probably
all the December games.
Oh, no.
Yep. So we'll recap this one. So obviously you saw the Celebrini injury and everything like that. You have Matt Benning with a one-timer to get the Sharks' only goal of the night to make it 1-0. Eklund and Podorowski with the assists on that one. Ian, I'm assuming Podorowski's headed for the CUDA.
Yeah, 100%.
And
because there's only so many spots available, right? Like, I think that we could talk about like I don't know. I know you guys want to talk about the game, so I'm gonna let you do that in a second. But like, I think that Musty got sent back early, which kind of surprised me. Holtman got sent to the Barracuda. I think that's that's exciting. Instead of going, because he's the guy who doesn't the CHL transfer agreement doesn't apply to him. But I think there's a certain number of spots on this team, and I think a guy who I think has made a good case to be on the opening night roster is Daniel Gushkin. I think Gushkin's play has been a big reason why I think some of these more some of these first round guys like Musty got sent back already back to Sudbury, which I thought he'd be around for a little bit longer. I didn't know if he was going to get any open night games. I don't think he's been fantastic in the preseason, but I think Gushkin kind of sealed those guys' fate.
Musty had a rough camp, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we have some news from Shang. Warsofsky has no info on Celebrini injury. We'll see in the morning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. Like, we're not going to get news. I got to go out my dog because he's barking at I don't know what.
You have fun.
Right. At a snake.
I'll remove him for now while he goes. So we'll see on Celebrini, and I like how Simcast is saying, I keep waiting for the lights to be too bright for Cagnoni, but he's been so impressive, and this game was an NHL-like game.
I mean, again, he right now, I think he's like honestly probably makes the Sharks opening night like roster. Like, would I put him there? Probably not, but that's just because I don't like. I'm scared to start young defensemen right off the bat in the NHL. Yeah. But like again, he might force his way because like in my opinion, the power play looks better when he's quarterbacking it when compared to Jake Wallman. So we'll see what happens, but he's definitely making a case for himself.
Right, and at the same time, I mean, Wallman's. We were talking about it in the Discord. Wallman was getting or trying to shoot as much as he possibly can because it seemed
'Cause
like
no
nobody
one
wanted to
else
shoot on the
was.
power play.
They all forgot how to shoot.
I think the thing is too is like we got to remember too, like as the season starts, like it's a new system, and I think there's going to be growing pains with that. There always is when you bring in a new coach,
Right.
especially when you bring in a new coach with this much
Roster change.
roster turnover. Like there's going to be growing pains, be it on the power play, just be it in general. There's going to be growing pains. So I think it'll be, I think we need to be a little bit more patient with the power play and systems and stuff until they have more time to kind of get that fleshed out.
And they have essentially 8 more days to do it, and then 2 more games.
That's going to take into the regular season, right? Like
this is a completely new system. Like it's also like the Sharks turnover from last year is insanity. Like the amount of new players they brought in. Like I don't really fully expect us to see whatever Warsaw is creating here until like mid-season, at least with this team, and then trade deadline hits, and then whole other shebang. But like, yeah.
Chris Martin asking, how are we watching preseason games? They are streamed. They have been all streamed on the Sharks website. If you are not in the region, I would suggest a VPN. Apparently not ExpressVPN, because that one apparently the Sharks website bounces, but I use Nord and it's been fine for me.
Yeah, it's regional based, per agreements with the regional sports networks.
Apparently per Shang,
delete.
it's just it's actually everyone's supposed to be following the same rules, but no one is except for the Sharks. So,
cool.
Yeah, great.
Yay.
It's just so dumb. Like it's so backwards. I mean, we should be thankful because honestly, like at least I understand the region locked, and that's really fucking dumb in this day and age. But I mean, for a long time, Sharks preseason games, like unless you were playing like a Canadian team that was showing the game, like those games weren't available at all. So, I will give them credit for finally getting with the fucking program. But yeah, Chicago fans, can you watch your own team? Brutal times, right? But no, I think it's like it's definitely a step in the right direction for the Sharks. Is it perfect? No, obviously not. But I will give them credit because I don't remember them. Like, is this maybe last season we got preseason games too? But it's a very recent thing,
right? It definitely is. And getting them all for that matter too. Which is nice. There you'd be lucky if, like you said, you're hoping for a Canadian feed, or if Anaheim or Vegas was covering it, you're lucky if it maybe got on the NHL network.
Yeah.
So it's very fortunate for that, indeed.
So here's the thing. Yes, this said, imagine living in Toronto being region blocked and you must pay through. The thing is like in Canada, the television regions for teams are huge.
Right.
Like they're massive. Like I live, I don't know, what is it? If I travel through Canada, I think it's like 7-8 hours away from Toronto, and I get a Leafs games if I had cable. Like they're huge. Like I get Leafs games, and like my television region being 10 hours away from Ottawa, 7 or 8 hours away from Toronto, and like I'm in the region for both the Leafs and the Sens. It's a good deal. Like I said, it's huge, right? Like they just have massive regions up here, which is why they won't give Quebec a team, because there's nowhere in Canada that you are not serviced by region, like by someone's regional NHL rights.
Interesting.
Yeah,
good to know.
Right.
Real quick, Warsofsky was asked at this point in the preseason, is the team where you want it to be, or is halfway there? Not even close was Warsofsky's answer.
Thank you, Eric Carlson.
He just needs to bite an apple.
Yeah, no kidding. Not even close. Okay, so
this team is gonna this is I think Warsofsky's just scratching the surface here.
I mean, you're not going to have the full team yet, right? Like,
yeah.
And this is the thing, like you're not practicing like if you go on X during the games or during the skates and stuff and the practices, like some of these guys are starting to skate with guys that they're probably going to skate with during regular season. There's still a lot of just soup, right? Like just line soup where they.
I like the 70s line though for the 1.5 periods we saw. I thought they had good things going. I thought this was Eklund's. I think JD also said it, but I thought this was Eklund's best game of the preseason.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But I think Eklund's also kind of in that, like, he knows he has a spot, so he's kind of also does not want to get, God forbid. I don't know.
I think, I think like younger guys like him still want to show good though, because they want to be, they're still kind of playing to be in a decent line mate, and it's exciting. I think it's the guys that have been around multiple times around the block.
I'm curious what they do with Smith if they try him on wing next game again, because I think they've tried him at center both games. I want to just.
I thought Will Smith was better tonight though than he was.
He was. I'm just curious if like they start him at center or they do like the hurdle treatment where they put him on the wing and then slowly move him to center, as he grows or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure there's a center there. I'm still very iffy on if there's a center there. But I mean, again, it's preseason games.
Worst scenario, he plays on the top line with Celebrini and puts up a bajillion points.
Right? Yeah. Like
it's not like doom or gloom here, you guys.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a great player, right? I don't want anyone to get it twisted. I think he's going to be a great player. I'm just not sure if he's an NHL center at this point. And again, like I want games to start mattering so we can actually kind of get a better feel for some of these guys. So I think that's what's going to make a difference, right? Like I think again, like a guy like Cagnoni has been just great every time we've seen him in the preseason, but I just want to see how he manages with full-time NHLers bearing down on him in the defensive zone and see how that works out for him, right? Like I just want this shit to matter. So like again, we've been talking preseason. It feels like we've been in the preseason for fucking a year.
Well, yeah. I mean, what we've been talking about scrimmages since July, and then
but I just feel like the preseason, like it's like, well, how many games have they played so far?
That's 4.
That's 4. It feels like they played like 20.
Don't they have 4 more left on the schedule? They have one.
They got
something stupid.
2 more.
2 more. Yeah.
Or no?
So I don't know.
Wait. No.
What?
Let me make sure this is correct. They lost.
Not want to do math.
They lost that Sunday game that we went to, Jules.
Forgot about that.
To Vegas, and then
they have 2. Yeah, they have 2 more games.
They lost to Anaheim at home.
Yeah, they have 2 games. They play the Ducks on Friday, and then they play the Golden Knights on Saturday.
Wrap everyone in bubble wrap, please.
That is the end of their preseason.
Wrap everyone in bubble wrap. And fucking start the CUDA. I don't care.
Well, we don't need the CUDA to get hurt either now.
Start the Wichita Thunder. Hey, Wichita, you want to play some NHL games for us?
Why not at this point? Sharks legend Kevin LeBanc been popping in New Jersey.
Yeah, he's going to get a hat trick versus the Sharks. You heard it here, folks. When do the Sharks... Oh, shit. Sorry. When do the Sharks play Jersey? He's getting a hat trick. I'm calling it now.
Again, preseason. Like, yeah, by the time the Sharks play the Devils, he'll probably be in the doghouse again.
With Sheldon Keefe.
And Devin Cooley's going to put up a shutout versus the Sharks when they play Calgary.
Oh, I didn't
just to spite Ian.
On the Wranglers? Yeah. The Wranglers might shut up the Barracuda.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You think it's not going to be Wolf and Vladar? Really?
I think one of them is going to get... I mean, their injuries happen, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think either has a super history.
I'm just saying you never know what's going to happen.
You never know. But I'm just saying that,
it's a child and Vladar who's like 28, I think. So
yeah.
To finish recapping the game, Jersey would get the power play goal for Utah to tie it up with 1 with under a minute to go in the second period, and then Kailer Yamamoto with a pair of goals because the defense did not watch the back door.
Yamo.
Hello. How many times does Drew have to say head on a swivel? Head on a swivel. And he gets a pair of those.
Said bye-bye. Sharks defense went bye-bye during some of the third period.
Some.
Trying to be nice.
So who's it on? Is it on the defense or is it on the goaltending tonight?
Well, Warsofsky called Blackwood their best player, so I'm gonna go. It's on the defense.
And I thought the defense wasn't horrible. So
I mean, it's better.
It was again. It's a fucking preseason game. I don't know.
Ian, preseason matters.
It doesn't.
The Sharks went like undefeated, I think, one preseason, and then proceeded to lose 10 games in a row. So
that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I just need games to matter, and I need Celebrini to not be broken because Jesus fucking Christ.
That'd be the last thing we need for this podcast. That's for sure. Because then we'll start doing Tankathon, opening night.
Yeah, we'll start doing draft coverage about like 5 games into it, and no one wants that, eh?
No, I don't. Like again, right? Like we knew the score last season, and the score is going to be similar this season. Don't get it twisted. but like we're supposed to be able to enjoy some of it, right? Like
they're supposed to be a little bit better.
Yeah, like we were supposed to have things to talk about at the start of the season. Where last season it was like this team is fucking tanking. This team isn't tanking per se, but it's not going to be very good. Yeah, I think Blackwood played okay. Like I again preseason to get like I don't want to get too like this guy, that guy. In a preseason game, I got to save that for the regular season. However,
I'm sure Mike
I thought he was fine.
Swear words tonight. I'm sure Mike Gray had a few swear words tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hope Yamamoto makes it, man. I love Yamamoto. I think he's. I think Utah is going to be a ton of fun this year.
They have a lot of good. Tej looked good. He made a few questionable plays, but he looks good. He's going to be a menace. But again, it's preseason. I know, Ian.
Yep.
I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Let's all relax. Like what was it? Simcast saying, Ian, go to bed and pray for Celebrini before you sleep.
I will.
Yeah. We wake up tomorrow. Hopefully it's just a minor thing. It'll be fine. We won't need to get on while I'm at work and say Celebrini's done for the year.
Oh my God.
We're not going to have that happen. All right.
I think again, if you want to take a positive, the fact that he took a shift after is a pretty good sign, right?
Exactly.
I mean, we watched what happened. Like everyone, I'm sure, saw the gif of what happened to Patrick Laine.
Oh God.
That turned out to be a sprain, which is amazing because like
wow.
Again, I'm just
a knee is not supposed to bend that way.
Right, yeah, like the human knee, unless you're Gumby, doesn't bend like that.
Well, no, Granlund had that last year and we thought he was done for the year where his
That's true. Yeah.
Gumby.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, like to me, I think that I think it's probably gonna be okay. I don't know. Like I'm not super worried.
Do you put him in the last 2 games?
No.
100%?
No,
you don't have to. I mean, unless he's absolutely like if he's healthy and he can go, then he should go. Because I mean, as you get in these last 2 games, you're gonna get to basically NHL rosters, right. NHL rosters that aren't giving a shit, but NHL rosters nonetheless. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. I think that there's going to be there's a lot to be excited about as far as guys that have shown well that I think are going to get at least a shot to start the season. Now, like I said, are a lot of these guys long for this world in the Sharks? I don't know. But I think that there's a lot of excitement. I don't know. I'm not super concerned. I hope if tomorrow comes and I have to cancel the season, so be it. But
let's hope not, please. Let's hope not. So we need to get Ian to bed. So
I need to go. Yeah,
let's wrap this one up.
Macklin.
Oh jeez. In case you missed anything or want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or your favorite podcatcher. Whether you go with Apple, Google, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, you name it, you love it. Appreciate it. I know there was somebody who said they listen to us on iHeartRadio.
Awesome.
Really appreciate that. So thank you very much. Final thoughts, Ian, before you snore?
Thoughts and prayers for Macklin Celebrini.
Okay. I was waiting for the line, but you're good. Jules,
Well, look at the Sharks didn't do good, so it's not good.
Okay.
Everyone pray for Celebrini,
and
let's not have to cancel the season.
I will cancel the season. I will cancel it.
Where was all the Discord energy you two had earlier? Oh my god.
Well, because that'll get us not on YouTube anymore. That would get us in trouble, bud.
Yeah.
Shout out to
you can't say that. You can't say things like that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I know. All right, thank you for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you.
But if you want to know,
join the Discord.
Hit up
Ian and I are more fun on there.
Way more fun.
Maybe not. Not.
Hit up Hockey Jerk at hockey_jerk on the Twitter machine, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
So we'll be back with you. Was it Friday? Following Ducks and Sharks, because we couldn't play another team. You know, we had to play the Ducks for like nearly half the preseason, and then
travel.
And then Saturday finishing up against Tomas Hertl and the Vegas Golden Knights. So,
where the teams have no name. Where the teams have no name.
Ian needs to go to bed.
Ian needs to go to sleep. We need to end this.
Good night, everyone. Keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real teal. Go to bed, bud.